Ever since I got here, I knew this place wasn't normal. I knew this wasn't how it was supposed to be. Everything seemed so perfect, green, and happy. But deep within this place, it goes deeper than I can ever think. I would have never thought that I wasn't supposed to be here, especially to live. The more I spend my time here, the more I uncover. This ark was thought to be destroyed, lost, abandoned. The more I realize the reason life thrives here is because there's nowhere else to go. This ark is corrupt, crumbling, and poisoned from the inside out. Nightmares live below me, yet above me. Around me, yet so far away. I'm trapped here in an underground hellhole with only one way out.
Have you come here to challenge me?
This is going to be my very first actual playthrough of Ark Aberration. I woke up at the portal, and already I can see this place is a lot different from what I remember. There are Paraceratheriums everywhere, and I even got ran over by one. Did I just get freaking trampled? Especially, I have a massive FPS boost. I'm not too sure if that's from an update, or if that's just the game being underground, and there's no clouds or sky to really bring down my FPS, but, well, my game's been running a lot better than past videos. As I ran out of the portal, I collected some berries and some fiber. Yo, look at this. This is actually crazy looking though. I gotta say it looks pretty good. What is this thing? That gave me a few levels. Let's see how much I get from it. Damn! I put it mostly into health because I knew I was going to run in some raptors, or especially ravengers, because they're everywhere. I ran over to the lake and my first earthquake appeared. What the hell is happening? Oh, it's an earthquake. I forgot about those actually. The trees were shaking, and I was honestly didn't know what was happening at first, but then I realized that there's earthquakes, and I just kind of carried on. I wanted to find a good base location near trees, maybe some metal, but instead I found my first Ravager. What's in here? Oh, is that? Oh, that's a Ravager! What are the odds that I die from this? Nah, I can make it down. Look, the game already put a way for me to get down. Oh! I tried to make my way down the cliff as safely as possible, but I almost died. I found this nice open area, but there was yet another Ravager, so I just had to run away. The Ravager saw me and chased me all the way until I found water, which I knew would probably be my safest spot, since they can't swim underneath the water, but I could, so it's kind of like a safe bunker for now. No way that actually worked. Wait, that's what... I had a couple spears with me, so while I was trying to swim away, I started poking it, and I killed it. I got some nice hide, and I went back to the area. It was nice and clear, so I started mining some trees to get some wood. I made a simple little 2x2 thatch hut. I placed some walls down in a ceiling. But I'm pretty sure the Ravager they just killed was actually part of a pack, and its friend saw me and started breaking down my house. I didn't have a door yet, so I was pretty scared that he would just run inside, but I think he was too large to fit inside the door frame. I made a few more spears since I was all out, but they started to break one by one. This is genuinely horrifying. There's a Ravager breaking down my house, and I can't do anything about it. Leave my house, bro. Where'd he go? He's back. Again. Wait, no. He broke it down. The whole thing is freaking open. I can't make it. What if I destroyed this, and then I can block it off maybe? That might be the strat. Hold on. What? No! I tried breaking some ceilings to maybe make some walls so it couldn't enter into the wall it just broke, but instead it jumped through the ceiling and ate me. Down this path, I found a scorpion, and I thought it would be pretty nice to get some early game chitin. I've put like almost all of my spears into this one scorpion, bruh. I wasted all of my spears on this thing. I am not too sure how it did not die. This thing was tanky. Please now, please. Oh wait, actually, as soon as it got up close to me, I decided to start poking it, and it died, but I got knocked out. I was trying to harvest some mushrooms, but I got the special mushroom, I think. I thought I was gonna die because it actually suffocates you, but I was lucky. I found a low-level parasaur, and I tried to kill it, but I had some severe skill issues. I made a very small 1x2 wooden house. I thought this would be a little bit of an upgrade from thatch, because I know Ravagers can now break down my house. This thing is looking like home already.
Let me be clear.
Scorpion.
I killed some more scorpions. I tried placing down a campfire, but it turned invisible. I made some forges, well, 2 actually, and I put them in the corner.
Did you pray today? Did you pray today? Because
No,
if you didn't, I'ma have to dig you down on some gangster shit.
There's a raptor pretty close to my house, and good for me, I had some spike walls that I was going to put up, and this dude ran by, so I trapped him. If this manages to work, I'm gonna be actually happy. In a very unconventional way, you'll see. Come here, little man. Yes. My house was getting a little cramped, so I wanted to make a second story. I put up a ladder because I didn't really have enough room for like a staircase, but then some of my friends stopped by. It wasn't very fun. Whoa! What the? Could I? I'm not too sure how, but I survived and I made it inside. This is my little house. I'll give you a little tour. Inside I have my bed, mortar and pestle, my 2 forges. Over here is the staircase and the little second story. I had some major skill issues while trying to bullet the raptors. I missed twice, which is just sad. But I bullied both of them and they died. And when I was trying to run home, a Ravager saw me and he chased me. He tried to break into my house, but he was too fat. I tried to kill him with my pike, or my spear, and that broke. I ran upstairs to see what he was doing. It looked like he was running away, but yeah, I got jump scared. I just sat inside until I healed up, waited for the Ravager to run away, and then I started exploring a little bit. Near my house was the blue zone, and actually right near it is the large ravine that goes right down into the radiation river where you find rock drake eggs. And soon I wanted to go into the blue area to get some resources, so I knew I was going to have to tame a bulb dog. Found some more scorpions, decided to get some chitin, so I bullet both of them and started to kill them. But apparently there was a third one, and it hit me a few times, and I knew I was going to get knocked out one way or another, so I tried to make a run for it. And really close to my home, I guess, is a really big spot for scorpion spawns, and those two more right next to my house. But these guys had some Ravager friends, and they started to gang up on me as well.
Why is everything attacking me right now? Like I'm just walked like 2 seconds away. Piranhas as well, bro.
I found this okay level parasaur. I bulleted it and started knocking it out.
I'm pretty sure this is the level 40 that I saw earlier, so I'm gonna knock this dude out. Am I gonna kill it? Oh no, we chilling. There we go.
But mind you this, I was right in the middle of Ravager, Scorpion, Raptor, and maybe Piranha territory. It was a very risky move trying to tame this parasaur, but if I managed to pull this off, it would be a huge gain into my 100-day journey.
There are so many of them. Like, they just spawned in. I don't even know where they came from.
Raptors and Ravagers started to pull up on me as long as Scorpions, and I did not have enough bullets to bully them and try to kill them.
That's like one of my last ones. No way!
I simply had to leave my parasaur alone and just try to make a run for it.
Get on this rock. You kidding me? I can't. Oh, and piranhas as well. You kidding me?
Some raptors chased me, and I decided, well, there's just this one raptor here, so may as well tame it. There's also a lone Ravager. I decided to knock it out, but there was a Titanoboa friend. So, I mean, they're pretty slow, so I just kind of ran away from them. Once he knocked out, I just waited for the raptor to tame. And there's another one along with it, but for some reason I didn't record it. But yeah, there's two of them.
Oh, does that mean they did the thing?
I bred the raptors together, trying to get an imprinted raptor, which would be very nice. I wanted to go on a walk, so I let it over.
Come on, little dude. Damn, he's slow. He's all the way over there.
Got 100% imprint, and then I led it over to the suspicious plant to heal it up a little bit. The raptor didn't do a lot of damage, since I tried to fix the melee damage on this save. But I mean, 87 damage isn't the worst, especially for like a mid-level imprinted raptor. But it's not nearly as bad as this Ravager. I mean, this is just sad. Let's do a little exploring on my raptor. I found this waterfall, and I did not mean to run off, but there was a green drop that I saw, so I risked it for the biscuit, and it was not worth it. I got some freaking soap. Like what? There was this Carcinos, and I wanted to kill it for some levels, chitin, maybe some polymer, which I don't know why I would need right now, but it didn't take too long. It was a pretty low level one. I got some really good chitin, raw meat, and some useless polymer. There's also this weird looking Carno, so I killed it. And then I ran around some more, just trying to find out what's going on in this place. I found another Carno, and I thought to myself, why not try to tame one? If I managed to get like a larger carnivorous creature, that would be huge. But I didn't realize it was level 5, so I just ate it. And just running around, I found a Spino. And along with these raptor buddies, I ran away as fast as possible. Not only that, but near the river was a Sarco, and I tamed it. It wasn't the greatest, but I think another companion on my journey would be really helpful. I thought I could knock out this Spino pretty easily. But it was dealing over 100 damage a hit, which is more than me, so I stood no chance. I am lucky to be alive right now, and I took cover in this weird cave-looking thing. I don't even know it's an actual cave. But there was this Karkinos that saw me.
Did you pray today?
Wait a minute.
Cause if you did it, I'ma have to dig you down on some gangsta shit.
Before I could do anything, he snatched me off my mount and then started smashing me against a rock. Found a Carno. This one was a little bit better level. I knocked it out pretty easily. And, well, yeah, that's not fun. They seriously have to start attacking me now as soon as I knock it out? Are you kidding me? This was a moment in history. I found a baby Karkinos. If you don't know, in order to tame a Karkinos, normally, you would need I believe it's a cannonball launcher, which is like really expensive. It costs like a few hundred metal. I'll pull up like a recipe if like I can. Yeah, they're really expensive. But if you don't know, with baby creatures in Ark Survival Ascended, all you need to do is very kindly murder the parent, and then you can adopt the baby. And that was my plan. Come here, boy. I need to get out of here so badly. Oh, you are almost dead. Alright, yep. The parent was separated pretty far away, and I thought I could just adopt it right here, but I couldn't. I had to kill him. And I knew that I couldn't really kill a Karkinos right now because of this. If I managed to, like, double team this dude, I might be able to actually kill him. This is like the 10,000th time a crab has picked me up and started smashing me. How many times is this gonna happen? Am I gonna seriously die because of this dude? What the flippity? After I died, I pulled up my gang and we went after this op. Alright, little man. Your time has come. Get him, boys. Oh no, am I gonna... Imagine if I got snatched up. If I get smashed up again and I die, oh my... Don't tell me it's gonna happen again. Don't tell me. Please. Oh my... Can I? Yeah! He tried to snatch me up one more time before he died, but he was a little bit unlucky. And there we go. I just tamed a Karkinos, like, super early game. Like, raptor level early game. I don't even have a smithy, like barely a smithy yet. With my new Karkinos and my few raptors, I didn't really want to go home, so I just went out and tried to find a new base location. I set up my base literally on the water. I have my Karkinos, and there's actually a gas main right over there. And if you want to know where this base location is, here it is on the map. I have this cryopod mod that allows me to make them into the smithy. I took the advantage of making one of those. There's quite a few trilobites near my base, and that's a pretty easy source of oil, black pearls, and silica pearls. Not only that, but these little blue supply crates drop right next to my house. I found a really good blueprint for a metal pickaxe. And my first time in the blue zone wasn't the greatest. Not only that, but there's, I didn't know, but there's actually nameless in the blue zone, so it wasn't very fun. But I did find some crystals. And there's also drowning and freezing spores, which also wasn't fun. Overall, this experience was a 2 out of 10 for me. Pretty meh. But I did come home with a bunch of crystals and blue gems. And I wanted to make a Karkinos saddle, which I needed some fungal wood. And there we have it.
Sure is nice driving my 2020 Chevy Silverado.
I tamed another bulb dog, and I made my way into the blue zone. I wanted to tame an Ankylosaurus because I needed some metal. I was in that kind of stage now. With my new Karkinos, I snatched up the Anky and started to knock it out. While jumping around the map, I found the ravine straight into the radiation river, and I did not want to fall into it. Not only that, there was this random rock drake. I was bonking it in the head a few times for about probably a minute straight. Like, I'm not even joking, it took about a minute until it finally died. I tried to make my way around the blue zone into my base location because I was right at the foot of a waterfall and I couldn't really just climb up it, so I had to go around like the entire map to get home. But when I was trying to do that, my Anki died. And it was all because of this dude right here. Yep, him. So there's only one logical thing to do. I decided to smash him. I made my way back into the blue zone and found yet another Anki. They're pretty common here, so. I just ran up to him, I snatched him, and then I jumped away. I wanted to tame him at my house, so I don't have to worry about, you know, taming him waiting in like some random area. But there was yet another blue supply drop right next to my house, and it was a pretty good long neck rifle, almost 200%. While I was away taming the Anki, I made some cementing paste, so when I was back, I already had a few hundred ready. While I was just doing some of my chores, the Anki tamed. And you know what that means? Metal harvesting time! After I got my medal, I got harassed by a Yingli, or Yingli, I don't know, but it's this weird flying bird. I snatched it and started smashing it. In the blue zone, while my medal was smelting back at home, I found an Alpha Carcinos, and I got humbled pretty quickly. This dude was smashing me, yeah, I didn't really stand a chance against him. But I did find a baby, and I abducted the baby. Literally, I just snatched him and ran away with him. I imprinted the baby. And while I was growing up, I went into, I didn't know this, but this was actually part of the radiation zone, and I did not have a hazmat suit, so I kind of got cooked.
Oh shit!
So I'm not entering there anytime soon. I did jump down this pit into this random river thing. For some reason there wasn't radiation here, so I kind of explored a little bit. There wasn't anything here.
Is there anything worth my time here, or am I just jumping around doing nothing?
I jumped around a little bit, just exploring the area. I found a green drop, but there was a few nameless, and I got a Sarco saddle. You know, not bad, but my Sarco, it's dead. I found an amazing blue drop that supplied,
What the flip is this?
whatever this place is. I was looking for red gems, which I needed for the hazmat suits, because I was kind of getting bored of the blue zone. I wanted to explore the red zone, maybe to get some new teams and resources.
I don't even know where I am. I just kind of entered here and now I'm...
Lucky for me, I found in this random corner some red gems, along with some blue gems, but I was mainly here for the red gems. I got as many as I could, and started manufacturing some hazmat suits. But I needed one thing. I needed congealed gas balls. And while that was collecting, I found this absolute gargantuan behemoth of a coelacanth. I mean, look at the magnitude of this thing. Golly gee. This thing's like 3 times the size of my character.
Am I tripping? Or this is the most freaking huge chonker I've ever seen. Look at the size.
Once I had all the gas, I made some hazmat.
I'm now suited up to enter Cleveland. Let's go.
I found this big tree root, you know, just awesome. Yeah. Okay, never mind. And new to Ark Survival Ascended, you can now actually breed Karkinos, so that's what I did. I found this little dude. I imprinted him. He looks pretty cool, but I also got trampled over by Paraceratherium. That wasn't fun. And while that little dude was growing up back at home, I took my chances and tried to explore the blue zone a little bit. I eventually made my way into the radiation area, and this time I brought my hazmat suit with me. Not too far in, I found a Reaper Queen. Not very fun. Probably a 5 out of 10 experience. Pretty mid. But I think it boosts up to a 6 out of 10 because I got super boosted by it, which is pretty cool. I tried jumping over to this area, but it didn't really work out for me too well. Lucky for me, I didn't jump all the way down and landed on this little side platform. But now I was getting tired of running around the entire map just to get back home, so I found this big tree root, and I made this little ramp setup. Pretty cool. Not only that, I made a little container plant area for the, I believe it's plant species X, Y, or Z, or I don't know, something like that. But it's used to tame the Yeeling, the new creature. Trapped a Megalosaurus. It was actually a really good level.
You got game on your man,
All I needed to do was literally just knock it out since I already had it trapped. Didn't take too long, just a few tranks. And it was knocked out. As I waited for it to tame, I waited. Yeah, not very exciting. Anyways, now I have a Megalosaurus. Awesome sauce. Lucky for me, I already had a cryopod. And for some reason, I was running on foot. And yeah, this happened. This was a 1 out of 10 experience. I literally got eaten alive. Not very fun. I wanted some narco berries, and I didn't want to harvest them by hand. So I tamed a stego, which I think is probably the best berry harvester in the game. Well, for Aberration at least. I know mammoths are pretty good, but I don't think they're on this map. As I got some narcotics, I made some more trank darts, and I explored the radiation zone a little bit more. Found this crazy level rock drake, and for some reason, I kind of just jumped right into him. I don't know, this is kind of a stupid move. But I guess it wasn't so bad after all, since I found a really good purple drop. At least I thought. Yeah, what is this carbingling? I found a Spinosaurus, just chilling here. Looked pretty cool. But, yeah, this dude appeared. Encountered some more Reapers, not very fun. Jumped off a cliff. found yet another purple drop. This time it was not terrible, but it was pretty bad. I did not need a primitive shotgun. But I mean, I'll take it over some metal platforms in that parfait bingle dingle, whatever it was last time. And I found yet another pretty high level Megalosaurus, as I wanted to use these for the boss fight. It knocked out, and I waited, obviously. And once it tamed, I cryoed it, brought it back to base, and started breeding.
Can you not turn, or you can't make them sleep? That's interesting. Alright, let's just breed them.
Just to start off, I have two little babies. One's a male, one's a female, so I can also breed these, try to get some mutations. Obviously, I imprinted them to 100%, and I tamed this dude.
Hi, Squidward.
I wanted to level up my Megalosaurus just a little bit, and I got my revenge on this Alpha Carcinos from a little while back. He got his revenge. Not very fun. I wanted to tame a Reaper, so I brought this one I found in the radiation zone up into the blue zone, where there's not radiation, so where you can get impregnated, because I think you cannot get impregnated in the radiation zone, so you kind of have to lead them out, which is a little bit of pain, but it's not bad. Try to get this dude below 1,000 health, but I just killed him instead. I was just harvesting some resources, minding my own business. This Carcinos just rolled up and smashed me on the ground.
I really don't want to die, but I've grown used to being smashed by giant crabs. Will it not allow me? Go to this dude. I'm really gonna die.
I killed this op because I was strapped with my Carcinos and ganged up on him. He didn't stand a chance.
This little dude doesn't know. I'm gonna force him to do some silly things.
I led him into this little 3-walled thing. I don't know. He sniffed me. I got snatched off my mount, which is good. That's what you want. But this is where you're supposed to be impregnated. And I didn't. And then he just disappeared. So, I found a third one. This one is a little bit lower level. But I think I know what went wrong. I have to destroy one of the walls, let him roam free, and that might work. So let's test it out. He has about 40k health, and I just need to get him below 1,000, which is kind of challenging, but I managed to do it. Once he buried, I got up the mount, I picked up the wall, I ran back onto my mount, and ran away. Once he comes out of the ground, I turn off my light pet so I deal reduced damage. Once he got below 1,000, he picked me off my mount.
No way!
And this time, it actually worked.
This better be the time right now. I spent too much time on this thing. It actually did. I am behind it.
And my settings were all weird, so I only had a minute before it kind of hatched out of me, so I had to move quickly. I had to make some sort of room. Only had 10 seconds left. I was making a foundation. I was in a corner. My plan was going to make the foundation and try to trap it in the corner.
Don't tell me I spent like 5 hours trying to get this Reaper just for it to hatch and for it to run away. I swear, if this thing hatches and runs away, there's gonna be booty cheeks flying over the place. What?
but it didn't
Oh, wait,
run
it's
away.
still.
It just
Wait, what?
stood still.
Oh, never mind. Hello. Did you bark at me? What the? Ow! What the? Why? Wait, am I?
I brought him back to base. I imprinted him, and once he grew up, I ran over to the suspicious plant, and I just healed him up a little bit. Once my Reaper King was all grown up, I went out to the radiation zone to kill some Reapers for some levels. Not only that, I wanted to explore a little bit further since I didn't really make it far in my big crab. But the deeper I went, the more shingle dingles I found. There's a lot of them. I would not recommend going this deep early on without a Reaper.
Get me out of here! This is what?
But with a few big jumps, I got away pretty easily.
Whatever place looks like this. Or is that the place you have to eat the dog?
Back in the blue zone, I found a purple drop underneath a waterfall. And I thought I found a really good Megalosaurus saddle. This would be amazing. I quickly ran back home, found my highest level Megalosaurus, and I went to go put on the saddle. I realized it was a Megalania, not a Megalosaurus. I was really angry, so I made a ginormous platform. I took my Stegosaurus, I cleared out all the plants, because I wanted to make a little house to hatch eggs or breed dinos inside of it. It was basically the Diddy party. It was basically just a house to keep any babies from like getting eaten from like raptors or stuff like that.
Now that I have a chainsaw, this shouldn't make getting wood easy. I'm basically the Lorax now. Or did he chop down to their plant trees? Whatever wood.
I put my Megalosaurus inside, I started breeding them and started hatching some eggs. Don't mind these bags of the souls of other Megalosaurus, just don't mind that. Those two Megalosaurus, I led them over and waited for them to grow up. I imprinted some more of them. There's actually 4 more, so there's a total of 6 now. There's a few of them that wanted to go into a walk. I led them over, but for some reason I whistled one of the adults over, so that was a little weird.
What the? I did not whistle you. Or maybe I...
But once they were grown up, I took my Reaper and found my old base. This is the one where the same Ravager that broke my door down. I wanted my revenge so badly, so I took out my chainsaw.
Loki forgot about what happened, and now that I remembered it, I'm gonna do what he did to me. Are you concerned on how low I'm getting? Yeah, where is it? I can't see that.
Very soon, I was planning on getting some of the artifacts, so I needed a cave creature. I found this really high-level Ravager. I knocked that out. And back at home, I had some polymer that I was going to make some stuff with.
I have a lot of stuff. Like, I didn't realize how much of this I actually put in here.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about that. I thought very confidently I can make this jump. I guess not. I fell pretty far. Luckily I didn't make it all the way to the bottom, but yeah, that took a while. And I did another huge jump mistake, and this time I fell all the way down. All the way to the bottom. Straight into the one area I do not want to be right now, is in the Rock Drake area. What I mean, I already have my Reaper and my hazmat suit, so may as well get some Rock Drake eggs. I found this little dude right here. perfectly calculated to jump right into the den. For some reason, I couldn't pick up the egg, but once I did, it was level 25. I ate it. I was trying to find my way out, but I just got myself deeper into the rock drake den. But actually, I found another rock drake egg, so I thought to myself, well, may as well try to find a higher level one than a 25. At least bring something home, you know? Yeah, that happened. Once I had my level 170 rock drake egg, I actually found the where you summon Rockwell, or where you fight him, which I actually didn't know, so that's very nice to know. Found the area where I'm supposed to escape from this place, and that took a good probably 10 minutes to get back home. Chat, we're zooming. I just want to get out of here. I don't want to be here anymore. Found a Dimetrodon. I wanted to track it down because you need a lot of air conditioning units in order to hatch a rock drake egg. And I didn't want to spend that much on air conditioning units, so a Dimetrodon would be perfect for it. But I couldn't really tame it just yet because I got eaten by a Megalosaurus. Am I seriously just being eaten? Bro. I took my crab, jumped over pretty quickly, got over to the same area. They're eating my dude. Not today. Now they're gonna be after me. Oh crap. There's actually a few of them, and there's actually one that was a little bit higher level than the one I was taming, so I tamed that one instead. This one's the higher level one. I don't want to kill it though. He tried to run away from me, but all he needed was one more bullet, and he got knocked out. There we go, now he's out. Now I just waited until he tamed. Why did they make him like that? I don't know. Oh, it tamed. I made a bunch of air conditioning units along with my Dimetrodon. You can just see the amount of air conditioning units there are. I put too much into this for it not to work. And this dude still won't hatch. This is ridiculous. I think these are my last two. Yeah, last two. It's working! It's actually working! Yo, that's... What? Once this little dude hatched, I claimed him, and I just waited until he wanted to imprint. While he's doing that, I went to the blue area, and I found this dude. I think they're called a Diplocalus, but I just call them salamanders, because I think that's what they are, but... Yeah, these dudes are actually pretty rare, and I wanted to tame them just because I wanted to. About time. I just want to tame this thing. Probably not even going to use them, but I mean, they look cool. It didn't take too long for him to knock him out. I waited for him to tame, and once I did, I just kind of put him in my house and left him alone. But when I did get back to base, my rock drake wanted to imprint, so I gave him 100% imprinting. I sorted my Megalosaurus around a little bit, and actually went back. I got a... Well, I actually had two of them. There was another low level 120. And I was going to use this rock drake for just carrying around heavy stuff. And I named him, well, guess. I named him Andrei Smayev, which is a really strong dude if you don't know. Now with my new rock drake, I explored Aberration. Is this thing a chicken or a lizard? Because it kind of looks like it, doesn't it? With like the feathers on it. On my first exploration, I wanted to see what the roof or like the top of the map looks like, and I found this weird tunnel thing. And I also found the top of the portal area, which I haven't gone through, and I found this bright green Paraceratherium. And no, I did not install a Christmas mod. I wanted to test out my rock drake's gliding ability, and I found the perfect spot to test it. Oh crap, I forgot to put in my suit. I'm gonna freaking die. No, I'm not. This might be the fastest I've like ever gone
I don't even know if a griffin can go this fast.
The first thing that I started actually doing was exploring the radiation zone, since I haven't really explored it besides going on tiny little paths. Now that I have access to literally everywhere on the map now, I wanted to go to the surface, because this is where you get all of your good loot at. This is where all the supply drops at, and you can actually find some alpha Reaper Kings, which is not very fun, but if you're on a rock drake, you don't have to worry about it too much. It was nighttime, lucky for me, and I went on the surface and just admired the sky, and before I knew it, it was turning day, and the whole world was turning into lava. I had to make a run for it quickly, or I was gonna get toasted alive.
Oh, I gotta go. Like, I gotta go. How long do I have? No, this is not the time to get stuck on a wall. Or there. Turn! Turn! Please! Thank you. Is he... No. No.
I narrowly avoided death right there, and when I looked up, yeah, everything was molten lava. At this point, it was 50% day, 50% night. I wanted to set up a little base while I waited so I didn't get eaten by anything. And once it was nighttime, I went on the surface and looked around a little bit. This is where Red Ob is, which is one of the 3 areas on the surface. This one is pretty decently big, but the big one is, I believe, Green Ob. I found the first supply drop. For some reason, it didn't have like a color to it. I'm not too sure if that's just something that just spawns on the surface, but yeah, this one didn't have a color to it. This one was actually really good. I got some pretty good blueprints along with some riot armor. Red drops were also really good. I got some hazmat. I got a hazmat shirt that was really good.
Rock Drake saddle! Oh my god!
And for some reason, I did not expect Salisuchuses to spawn here because they're supposed to be a part of Scorched Earth, not Aberration, so I was surprised. In this purple drop, I found some scuba gear, but that was pretty useless because I have no need to go underwater.
Probably like 5 Reaper Kings just chilling down there. This is why like I can't go to like half the drops.
Not only did I find a yellow drop, but inside was even better.
I kind of have to risk this one because there's actually kind of a lot of dangers around. Oh, some guns. I actually kind of need those. They're not great, but I mean, I'll take them. They're better than nothing.
What I'm looking for is some sort of weapon, and this was perfect. Eventually, I hope to get something a little bit better than this, though.
Wait, didn't I get an assault rifle blueprint? Like an ascendant one? I could craft that, though, but...
This was something I have never seen before. I have only been playing Ark for about, like, 3 years, 4 years now. But I don't know about you, this is the first time I've ever seen 2 supply drops stacked on top of each other. And they were both purple, so, like, they weren't bad supply drops. In this case... For purple, they were mid, but I did get a really good flak helmet.
You know what? I'll gladly take that helmet. I mean, it's not the best, but I mean, it's better than what I have.
I eventually did get a Ascendant assault rifle, which probably what I'm going to be using for the final boss.
It is like day 80, and I don't have a reliable food source, so I'm going to be making this.
At this point, now that I basically got some pretty good stuff, and it was daytime, I needed to get some artifacts, so I went to the easiest cave, which is actually right next to one of the entrances. I believe it is the Red Drop entrance. It is actually decently close to that. I took my Ravager that I tamed earlier, and I tried to make this jump, but it didn't really work too well.
So far, this cave looks pretty good. What the...
This was a pretty easy cave. There's nothing but a few raptors, and I got the artifact. There was a purple drop, one of the lower tier ones, but I mean it's still a purple drop. There was a raptor protecting it, and I don't see why it was protecting it because it was pretty mid. After that really easy artifact, I went to probably the hardest one in my opinion, which is the underwater one, because I was not expecting it to require scuba gear. Because most of the cave here is underwater, and there are electric eels, and there also are jellyfish, which can be probably game ending for you if you get stung by one, and then you get dismounted, and then you get killed by electric eels, so probably not fun.
Walking on fighting side of me. Yo, it go down. It don't go down. It go down. What's that meme called?
Walking on fighting side of me. That don't look like it. No, it don't. It do go down. Oh! Don't.
Besides the underwater part, there weren't many creatures here. The only thing you really had to worry about is just having a small tanky mount like a Ravager, and you'll be fine. While I was just exploring around, I found this little side part cave, and I thought this was actually how you get through, but apparently it wasn't. This was where a supply drop was, and I actually got a really good flak chest plate.
Cool. I'll gladly take that. I don't know.
I eventually found the entrance where I was supposed to go to get the artifact. This was actually a huge room. You basically had to go straight, and I went everywhere but straight, but I found it, don't worry.
Is there just a singular anglerfish that's guarding the entrance? Yep. Alright, that was easy. There wasn't really anything in that room. I'll gladly take that.
Eventually, I made my way up to the artifact, and then I snatched it.
Give me this thing. Right now. Thank you. I worked hard.
And now we just have to go all the way back to the cave. The last and final artifact cave is in the radiation zone. This one's pretty easy. There's nothing you have to worry about if you're on a rock break. It's just kind of tricky trying to find the right location because it is pretty cramped in here. But once you find it, I mean, it's just a straightforward shot. Now that I have all 3 artifacts, all I really need to do is grow my army. So what I did was bred some more Megalosaurus. I imprinted them, waited for them to grow up. And while I was doing that, I went out to the surface because it was nighttime again, and I wanted to go collect some more drops. And this was probably the saddest ring purple drop I've ever seen.
First drop of the night. Let's see what we get.
Like, why?
It is official. I'm uninstalling the game.
I wanted to see if maybe this yellow drop would be a little bit better.
Here we go. Yellow drop time. Done with purples. Oh, that's Alpha Reaper.
Turns out I probably couldn't get this drop without dying because there's an Alpha Reaper King. Yep, not cool. I do not want to mess with that dude. There was a purple drop on the other side of the map, so I rushed over to it, and yeah, I regret it. Like, what is going on? Found yet another purple drop. This one's a ring drop, so let's hope that this one's a little bit better.
I don't have a good history with purple ring drops, so hopefully this one's different.
It was not. I got stone structures from a purple ring drop. Stone structures. Stone. Like, that's level 20.
Imagine if just the normal purple drops are better than the ring ones. It's supposed to be the other way around, so let's see. No way, it is miles
This
better.
time I got pretty lucky. I got some Ascendant chitin armor, which I wouldn't really use because the flak chest piece I got was much better. Now that I kind of had red ob all covered, I wanted to go to the blue ob, and there really isn't much here. It's a pretty small area.
Let's see if this trip here was worth it. Wait, is it daytime? It is not daytime, it's just weird. Blue obelisk. Is this place a lot smaller? It looks a lot smaller. Is it only this area? Oh, this area.
There was this one drop, but it was kind of disappointing.
Does this have a color that looks... Wow. This normal metal. Here we go. Oh, that's the border right there. Is there anything? Yeah, it is only this area. This thing is really small. Just this one blue drop. Let's try to get this.
I had enough of this baloney, and I went over to the Green Ob, which is the biggest surface entrance, and in my opinion, I think is the best one because there's so much space compared to Red Ob, and especially Blue Ob. There's just so much more to explore, and there's just so much more room to just get a bunch of drops. I did find this lone blue drop that was just chilling in this random corner. And I am glad I found it because it was pretty good. For Green Ob, the entrance is right into the green zone, so I thought it'd be funny to lead over a Reaper Queen or Reaper King from the surface into the green zone. I thought that'd be pretty funny, and it was, but now, like, I cannot go here anymore because there's a Reaper taking this place over. Once it was nighttime again, I went back up to the surface and admired Earth, which is actually the planet. It is actually Earth. And that weird purple stuff is actually the element, which is what basically extinction takes place. So that's where extinction is. I was back at Red Ob on the surface, looking for some drops, but really nothing spawned in. Like, nothing. So I just kind of waited for daytime and just kind of made a run for it. And I thought that daytime, I thought the glowing was a visual glitch, and apparently it wasn't, and I got cooked. Literally, I got set on fire, and I almost died because of it. This time, it was nighttime, and I set out to get even more drops. Let's just hope that it goes decently well. Found this purple drop, and it gave me a really good pickaxe and some bullets, which I probably wouldn't use, but hey, pickaxe, I'll gladly take that. And this blue drop was actually really good. I got a really good Beelzebufo blueprint saddle, which, I mean, it's good, but I don't have one, so I can't really use it. Now that I had a bunch of drops collected, I actually kind of needed some silica pearls pretty badly, so I went out to the river and in search for some silica pearls. I didn't find too many, but I did find a few hundred, so that's good. I also needed some crystals, so I took Andre out to the blue zone. Once I harvested some crystals, it appears that this nameless, this monkey dude, he didn't like the fact that I harvested his crystals.
What does this dude think he's doing? Him attacking me is doing nothing but harm to him.
Once he was taken care of, I took Andre back to base. I went out on my Reaper King trying to get some polymer. I was going to kill this Karkinos and I realized it had a baby and I felt really bad. I didn't want to kill him, so I just let him go. Now that I have all my resources, I crafted a chemistry bench because I needed a lot of gunpowder because I need some bullets for my new assault rifle to take down Rockwell, because that's how you kill him. Easier. You shoot his legs or his arms, whatever he has, his appendages or limbs or whatever. I also needed some metal since I was running pretty low, since I basically spent probably 500 metal on that chemistry bench. But these nameless dudes, they ganged up on me pretty quickly. Once I had my metal, I just took my Karkinos and we jumped away, pretty quickly. But for some reason, this rock drake did not like the fact that, like, I was there, and he actually killed my Anki. Like, he's dead. Are you frinkling my dinkling right now? Did he just seriously kill my Anki with like 10,000 metal? It took a while for me to get all the metal back into the Karkinos, making a few trips back and forth before I got all the metal stored up. Now that I have all of my bullets, I have all my tames, all of the artifacts, and everything that I need, it was time. I was making my way over to Rockwell. And as soon as I got there, I realized I don't have my light pet, so I had to go all the way back, grab my bulb dog, and then I went immediately back. Why isn't my light pet working? They should be keeping away the nameless. Wait, do I not have my... Bro. Don't worry, chat, I got my thing back, and we off. Again. Second time. Second time's the charm, right? Now that we're here again, I threw out all of my Megalosaurus along with my Reaper, because my Reaper had a lot more health than the Megalosaurus. It did deal a little bit less damage, but the fact that it's so much more tankier is going to help me a lot. I have everything I need. I have food, I have my glow pet, I have tames, I have bullets. Here goes nothing.
I use this power for myself, sure. So much goodwill. And I have no intention. Don't recall giving you permission to touch me. Feel free to grovel. That might amuse you. Why is everyone so obstinately blind to what I've accomplished? You remind me of those soldiers from the future, so confident in their shining armor. They tried to keep me from learning what fueled their contraptions, these arcs, but I found it. What exactly is your plan? Even if you could be passed into the surface. The world was full of titanic monstrosities that could snuff you out like a candle flame. It takes a god to kill titans, you fool. Stop wasting my time! Almost felt a twinge at times. Don't you ever tire of not focus on yourself. You're really quite annoying. It takes a god to kill titans, you fool. Bear witness to my splendor. You're really trying my patience. You can't fight me now. Death is on its way to collect you. Time for you to roast. It's quite within my means to destroy you. Why do you recoil from my lovely means? Pity of you tugging at the ends of a Leviathan. How dare you? With the share of this power I've gained. I can afford to be magnanimous. There's plenty of infinity to go around. Or you could continue your petty crusade with the game happiness. Prepare to be soundly thrashed. Felt a twinge at him. See the power I command.
Well, there we have it. That is 100 days on Arc Aberration. I hope you enjoyed. This actually took quite a while because I really wanted this video to be higher quality and better than the other ones, so I took a little bit more time than usual. But for the next video, I'm already working on it right now as I'm recording this on October 22nd. I am on like day 27 of Arc Appalachia, so that's going to be the next 100 days. After that, it's going to be Extinction. And maybe in the future, I'm hoping to play maybe some Valheim or Subnautica 2. So I'm excited to do those. Thanks for watching.